everybody, welcome back. My name's Lizzie Luna, and today's pick a card question is a fun one. It's what secret are they keeping? So this could be about anybody, and the secret doesn't necessarily have to be something like devious or sinister, but who knows, it might come out. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with this beautiful aura quartz cluster, so shiny. Pile 2 with the green fluorite cube. I love this one so much. I meditate with it. And then pile 3 with the Ammonite. It's so rainbow. Iridescent. Okay, so let your eyes think about your person in mind and let your eyes gravitate to any one of these 3 piles. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So if you need any more time, feel free to pause the video and make your selection, but I'm going to be starting with pile number 1. So with the aura quartz, it's naturally just like fused with like in a vacuum, and it's like either fused with like a titanium or gold, but originally it's quartz. And it's like under a lot of heat. So maybe the person in mind is going through like a hard time, or they feel like they've just been put under like radar, you know. So they're turning into something else. So I'm actually going to start with the Lenormand. I'll start off with these. So I'm gonna live shuffle these. So for pile 1, what secret are they hiding? All right, oops, a lot came out. Okay, I'm gonna just take that one. So when it comes to the Lenormand, I see here the fish, the mountain, and the rider. So right away, I could tell that they've been going through some emotional difficulties and they're not really sure how to express them or how to go about them. So they've been feeling like under pressure for sure. So let me get out the tarot now. So you have the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces, discontent and boredom, dreams, and then we have a few more that I guess, well, I could take them out now, I suppose. We have sacred pool, friendship, and new vision. Okay, so a secret that your person in mind is keeping is that they've been pretty like wiped out from whatever it is that they've got going on in their life currently. Like they feel like left out, basically. Like this also indicates being left out, like being like feeling like impoverished, or maybe they lost something recently and they're going through an emotional loss. I mean, it could even be a job. And they've been like taking a lot of rest. They've been trying to recollect themselves. It could be about, well, I mean, I don't really see any cups energy here, but I do see 1 heart here. So it could be about something emotional, or at least they're trying to protect their heart. They're trying to keep themselves safe from any more backlash or anything that they've, like they're trying to preserve more than anything. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So this is like a fresh start. This is like a breakthrough that your person is experiencing right now in regards to this emotional loss. And honestly, like I think the loss could be related to money, because we have a lot of pentacles here. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be about a job, possibly. But if it's not, then it's about the receptivity or the reciprocity of a connection. It could be yours. So either your person or you haven't been giving equally, or feeling like you're receiving anything back for the things that you've put out, you know, like your contribution or their contribution isn't fair or balanced. And this is what's been on your person's mind. Like they've been feeling like, oh, I don't know how to give to the situation. Like they're trying to create a new vision for themselves in this process, but they're feeling so wiped out. So they've kind of gone into like they've withdrawn for sure, and they've gone into like a hermit mode, not because they wanted to. I think it's because out of necessity, because of what's happened in the past. Like they feel like they have no more to give, that they feel wiped out. So then we have discontent and boredom. So right here it's like that. I see this as like your person, like they're hiding themselves away from, you know, we have like a rainbow light here, and then a beautiful scene with like a castle and clouds, and like even though it's beautiful, like they're like, oh, I can't even look. Like I feel like there's a sense of like guilt or shame in regards to this connection, with what it is they're hiding. I feel like they've been even having nightmares about it. Like they're like, oh, I don't know how to bring this up. Like I just feel like we have like the moon here, which represents the unknown and secrets as well. So I think they've been having nightmares about this. And I mean, ideally, they're just trying to think of ways to like give you a new offer and become your friend again. If this is like something more romantic than, you know, to rekindle the flames of what you had in the first place. But there's a lot of guilt and there's a lot of shame. So it's about something like, I think it's financial. It could be like, I think it's just like, oh, I wasn't giving enough in the situation, and they kind of feel like, oh, like I don't want them to think that I used them, you know? So they're trying to like, with the sacred pool, I'm going to see what it says in the book about the sacred pool. But I mean, that's like water is represented by emotions. And let me see. It says the world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? This card asks you to focus on self-love and self-esteem. Reflect by the sacred pool and be at peace with yourself. A detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Can you see how far it's come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to act in a good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. So, like it says, it even said like going into, you know, the waters, and you're seeing your reflection, and like this person's not proud of the lack of receptivity in this connection. So I think they're just taking a deep, hard look at themselves, and they feel ashamed, basically, of what they did. So the circumstances are going to be different for everybody, but what it is, it's just, it wasn't an equal give and take, and they totally acknowledge that. So I think they're going to come forward with an apology, because we have the new vision here. And this is just like them after processing everything that they went through. And they're going to be like, look, like, can we have a fresh start here? Like, I want to start off things to the right foot. So whatever imbalance, or like even if you feel like they left you out in the cold, like they're going to come back and make things right, or at least try to. They're going to try to open the lines of communication for you. So I hope that helped or brought some clarity to your question. And I'm going to be moving on to pile 2 now. Okay. So pile 2 is the green fluorite. All right, but before that, I'm going to do the Lenormand. So I'm going to just see what pile 2's person in mind is hiding or keeping from. So it doesn't have to be devious. It can be, but typically, I mean, we'll just see how it goes, right? So it is pile 2's person hiding or keeping from them. All right, I'll keep that one. Okay, so we have gentleman, garden, lady, and fox. So this, I think, already is related to a romantic connection. It doesn't need to be, but I mean, we do have the gentleman here and the lady here. And this is in regards to some communication. So there is like, since we have this fox here, the fox is known for like trickery or deception. So this is just like something about what this person said to you was not accurate, or they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes in regards to something in your connection. So it doesn't have to be romantic. Obviously, if it's a coworker, it's like your boss may have lied to you or something, right? Or your friend may have just stretched the truth a bit. But this is about a lie. So let's clarify. Let's see what this lie is about. And then we have the green fluorite. I love it so much. Okay. So with the tarot, for pile 2, we have the 7 of inspiration, the Tower, the 5 of materials, Temperance, Queen of Voices in reverse, Muse of Voices, Hope, Goblins, ooh, okay, Compromise, and Clinging to the Past. Let me see. All right, so, what do I see here? Okay, with the 7 of inspiration, I see like, okay, so there's like boundaries here that this person is like trying to place, because they're trying to like keep you from this darkness that they don't want you to see. They're like, no, just look at this light. Don't pay attention to whatever's going on beyond it, you know, like they're hiding something, and maybe it has to do with like something that hasn't been balanced. Like we have, like, they know they're not being fair to you, basically. And they're like, there's so many moons here, and like moons represent secrets and illusion, deception. So we have a lot of secrets here. So, I mean, it's something in regards to do, I guess, like, okay, like the card that's like stood out to me the most so far in this spread has been Hope. But like, you know what, like in comparison to this one, it's like this person's trying to hang on to this light, right? And they're like, don't look at the darkness, don't look at the darkness. So I think in a way, like, your person gave you false hope about something. So I think they lied to you maybe about who they are or what their intentions are, or they're just like, here, take this, but don't pay attention to anything else I'm doing so far. So yeah, I kind of feel like false hope is related to this connection. And because of that, there's been like a tower moment that's happened between your connections. So you guys could have had like a falling out, like all of a sudden you had plans and then they fell through, and it's like, wait, what happened? I'm not sure, you know? And like, it seemed like a freak accident, but it was totally intentional, because like, it's like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a diversion, you know? It's like all of these rocks are falling, but like that person's still standing there. So it seemed like it was intentional on your person's side, whatever happened in your connection. And then we have the Queen of Voices. So, I mean, this just tells me that like communication isn't like as free-flowing as you would like it to be. It's like just very flighty energy, and it's sometimes it could even seem like brash or rude. And you're just like, wait a minute, like I thought we were trying to like build something here, you know, because we have like the 5 of materials in reverse, and like maybe at one point like you almost got left out in the cold, but then something happened, and I guess like the whatever it is that you were building, like it totally didn't fall apart, but it's just like, I don't know, I just see like there's some lines here and there's a hand, so it reminds me of like pulling strings, you know. It's like, oh, let me just move this over here and move this over here and it'll be fine and everything will be fine, right? But it just doesn't feel right. So then we have the Muse of Voices, which is the Knight of Cups. So deep underneath all of this in your connection, there's been like an ocean of emotions, like lots and lots of emotions and deep emotions, but they're not being expressed. So I think maybe like in the near future, like the truth is going to come out, like the beans will be spilled, and it's just going to be like, like, I don't know, it's just going to set your connection free from the false hope that you've been having, because I'm going to read what it says about goblins here, because I'm not really familiar with this card, but you know, it kind of gives me devious energy as well. So let me see what it says about goblins. Okay, so fear is an illusion. Choose love today, forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded, and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through their low self-worth, self-sabotage, and feeling like you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth. However, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk within you is the spark of the divine. Ask spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. So what I'm seeing here is like, maybe you have a person in your life that's like sheep in wolf's clothing, right? Or wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like they're pretending to be maybe not even that. Maybe it's like they're pretending to be a victim in a situation where they're trying to have the upper hand in. So they're being like, oh, look at me, I'm the wounded warrior over here. But they're just like leading you to a place where they're gonna like use you essentially, and add a lot of confusion to your life, because there's a lot of things in this person's past that they haven't expressed in the most accurate way, and they're gonna like basically like gaslight you into thinking like, oh no, like I'm fine, it's everybody else that has like the problem, right? And then they're just gonna make you feel like a puzzle, like to figure out whatever's going on in your connection. Like they're not gonna provide clarity. So just know that this person's intentions aren't the best, and that like you can try to like find a compromise, but I think this person's trying to like mirror your personality. Like they're like, oh, I'll just mimic them, and then I'll pretend I like everything that person likes, but like in reality I just have an agenda. And I think it's like to use that person to use you essentially, and it's going to be different for everybody. I do feel like this one can be romantic, so I'm going to pull out one more card, and I'm going to just see what the dynamic is. This is if this is a romantic connection. So what are this person's intentions with pile 2? Oh my God. Okay, so we have heartbroken. So like either, all right, sorry about that. I just cut off for no reason. So the heartbroken card. So it says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So I think your person's like not fully healed, whatever is going on between you two. Like if they're not fully healed, then they're not able to fully love, right? Or fully give in any dynamic. So it's just kind of like you can't give from a place of lack. So whatever it is that they have to give is kind of like not without, it's like a loan that they're putting out for you, and like they're gonna get their way somehow. Because what I'm just saying, like, don't get too invested with this person, because they're not playing fair and they're kind of giving you false hope. So be mindful of that. Yeah, okay, so that one is a little dark, but that's what we're here for, I guess, uncovering secrets. Okay, so I'm going to be moving on to pile 2 now. Oh, and this is interesting though, right? Okay, because like the green is associated with like the heart chakra, and like, this is all about like a broken heart, so that's crazy how it just like meshed up with that pretty well. Okay, so we have pile 3 now with the Ammonite. So pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna get the Lenormand like I did for the other piles. So what is pile 3's person hiding or keeping from them? The key, the dog, and clouds. Okay, I need maybe a clarifier for the clouds. Well, actually, no, I don't need one. Okay, so this is, the key is just like trying to figure out whether or not, like, this could be in relation to you. Like the dog relates to loyalty and devotion. So like there's a lot of confusion in regards to whether or not this person's loyal or trustworthy. Like this is just like, like, can you trust them? Like maybe, like, let me get the tarot and then clarify what you can, what there is, what is it? What are you questioning exactly in regards to their loyalty? So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords in reverse, or the Six of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords upright, the Five of Swords in reverse, Power, let's see, the Spiral Dancer in reverse, and the Ice Queen, and Participation. Okay, so this could be like a work connection, I think it could be, or something that like you've been, I mean, it could be a relationship. It's like you're putting in your time, you're putting in your energy, and you're like, is this worth it? Because like right now, you do not feel victorious in this connection. Like right now, you're just, it's upside down, and it's just like, when am I going to get my recognition? When am I going to get my title? When am I going to get my promotion? When am I going to, you know, when are things going to become more official? When am I going to receive this victory that I've been working so hard towards? Like you've been putting your energy and work, and you're like, okay, like this is growing into something, or you're hoping that it does. But what the person's hiding is that they're moving on from something. Like they're kind of being deceptive about what it is they're communicating with you, and they haven't had the nicest communication, the nicest words to say, but they're trying to move on from this, whatever happens. So this could be like an argument that you two had, or yeah, like I kind of see this as like an argument, and what they want to say, what their secret is like a nice secret because they don't want to fight anymore. Like they want to just start fresh and like have a new start with, like, they want to apologize to you essentially for whatever happened in the past. They're like, okay, like I see a lot of flames here, but they're trying to extinguish those flames with like water, with love, you know, like let's nurture what we still have. So even if you guys have had like a rough past, like they're dropping down their swords, they're putting them down. They're like, this isn't worth it, you know, like I don't want to keep fighting with you. So even if it seems like in the past, like you've put so much effort in, like they're willing to compromise, like is what I'm seeing. They're willing to play their part, and like they recognize being like an animal, or like they were on a power trip for sure in the past, and like you saw a side that many people don't, and they're not proud of it, not by any means, you know. It was like a total blow to their ego, but they're willing to like learn from it and gain wisdom from it, and like they're really ashamed of how they express themselves to you. And then we have the Ice Queen too. So it says ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. So like this is probably like how you guys currently are now, like just frozen, like no one's moving, things are kind of stagnating, and it's like you're sleeping on it. You're like, okay, I'm gonna see how this plays out, but I'm not acting too much without like really thinking about it, you know, because we have this owl here, and this is, you know, intuition and wisdom. So it's kind of like you're sleeping on it, and you're not acting rash or anything, because like so much has happened already and you don't want to add to it, you know. So let's see, the Spiral Dancer, it says, yeah, they're trying to break the repetition of whatever it is you got going on. Maybe this has been happening for quite some time, and they're like, this is it. Like, I don't want to play the same track of my life over and over and over again on repeat. Like, I'm willing to break the cycle. I'm willing to play a new song. I'm willing to like learn a new dance, you know, and they're willing to play their part. So we have participation here. So I'm going to pull, which is really good, right? Like they're willing to move forward, even though they're not proud. So communication, I think, is coming soon to you, and possibly an apology. I think so, but it might not be an apology. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, like I think their ego gets in the way a lot of the time, and they might just act like nothing happened. And they're like, hey, can we start fresh again, you know, or act like nothing happened, and they're like, hey, what's up with this? Have you seen this? Or show you a meme or something, right? So I'm going to pull a card if you guys are in a romantic relationship, to see what their intentions are with you. So pile 3's intentions with their person. Ooh, okay, coffin. Okay, so because I was talking about, wanting a fresh start, it says endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So they're ready to grow. They're ready to put the past behind them and say, like, I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to move forward with you in like a productive and meaningful way. Like, that person is dead. That dynamic will never happen between us again. So they've learned. Like, their secret is they learned. Like, they're actually growing and then they're maturing. So this is a happy pile. This is like the happiest pile, I think. But yeah, I hope that brought some insight or clarity to your situation. I love you guys so much. Until next time.